Hey everybody, it's Max J. Miller, co-author with Robert Hollis of the upcoming How Is That Working? Well, the election returns came in. President Obama was reelected, and just as I was saying, no genius in predicting this, a lot of people, according to my Facebook scroll this morning, were very, very disappointed. My nephew had REM's "It's the End of the World as We Know It" playing on his feed, and he got quite a response from his friends about that. But I want to reiterate that what the hero story tells us about these times of great conflict and also disappointment is that these periods where there's this kind of cultural conflict are also periods of great innovation and creativity. These are the times when, you look at the Renaissance, how it grew up. It grew up after Europe had essentially been in a series of wars for, really generations. And we forget about those details, but the Renaissance was as a result of the confluence of these cultures that were sort of mashed together, which was, a time of great conflict and tumult. So the thing that I'm asking myself as I have listened to this cultural battle is I wonder why people are complaining about what presidents and Congress is doing, and yet in terms of affecting their economics, their personal economics. And we're talking so much about jobs, but the society is dramatically changing. The globalization that we've gone through, the internet, the influence of the internet, have changed the economy very dramatically, and it's made the economy very friendly to entrepreneurship and to business startups. You look at the number of billionaires that are now under 50 years old. There are all these young enterprising people that have built various internet businesses. Yes, we had a boom and a bust once upon a time, but right now there's just lots and lots of businesses, and not just the Googles and the Facebooks, and yes, once in a generation a Mark Zuckerberg is going to come along and hit the thing right at the right time, but that's not even what I'm talking about. There's just hundreds and hundreds of people who are coming up with some solution to some problem that other people have, very entrepreneurial, and starting a business. Now, not only that, but there are so many opportunities. There are so many business opportunities right now. And so I hear people complaining that the jobs, and that the Congress and the government aren't working fast enough, and then on the other side, corporations are, doing what they're doing, bad guys as they are. Well, the solution is take your economic life into your own hands. And here's the thing, I've been talking about the hero story and so forth, and this book is very much about entrepreneurship. Robert calls himself an entrepreneurial evangelist. But I think that people don't, like when he had his crisis, the van fell on him, he did not at that time consider that he had any other choices. He was stuck. He was like, what kind of job am I going to be able to get and do now? So all he was thinking of was job. But really, the time is so ripe. So what are people lacking? What's not there that has people stuck in this waiting for a job or waiting for something to happen for them rather than seizing the day and going and creating an economic opportunity for themselves. The people complain that the tax code favors business. Well, take advantage of it. Start a business. This is what I don't understand, and I'm somewhat mystified at the level of, on both sides of the political arena, the level of shrill complaint about the others, when the simple solution for my life, is get started on your business, which is, what I've done. And, actually I have 3 enterprises operating right now. So the thing is, Rob, well, you can read the book and see what he has to say about it, but he's basically saying there's 2 fundamental problems that people face. One is they don't see themselves as an entrepreneur, so they don't, they don't see it in the realm of possibility, because they just, and so if you break that down, there's some fear they're dealing with, and there's really sort of 2 solutions to it. And one is the fear comes from a sense of lack of competence, like I don't know what I would do or how I would go about it. And again, like the other night when I was talking about, the other day I was talking about people try to get the how question answered before they get the what and the why question answered. The what is, what do you want to accomplish? What's the lifestyle that you imagine you want to have? And the why is, why? Who is it that you care about in your life that's going to be that motivation for you, every day to get out of bed and go to work for yourself? Because, most people don't make good bosses, and when you're on your own, when you're running your own business, you're your boss, So that's one issue, is that they really try to get the how ahead of the game. And the fact of the matter is, there's all kinds of opportunities out there that'll tell you exactly how to do it. Now, Robert's not pitching one opportunity or another in this book. He's just saying there's a whole host of businesses, and maybe you want some advice from a neutral party to suggest to you how you can begin to analyze what the opportunities that are in front of you, and evaluate them and make good choices about which ones to invest your time and your energies further in exploring. Well, the second thing is that people are too social to go it on their own. They like the work environment. They're people, and they want to be around people. And the solution to that is there are lots of groups that you can join, chat groups and so forth. And Robert has created a community. This community, you can get the link on my website, is entrepreneurs who are building various businesses, but they're learning from Robert and from some other leaders some of the basics of marketing. For example, the number one thing, you build a business, you got to build an audience, you've got to, create a satisfied customer base. That's the brass ring. So they teach the basics of these things. And so the answers are there, but people don't know to ask the question. And I guess if you can get anything out of what I'm sharing today, it's a little frustration over the kind of resignation and the cynicism, the intransigent. The people are just like, I don't know what to do. It's all going to hell in a handbasket, but I can't do anything about it. And the fact of the matter is there's lots that you can do to improve your economic condition. You start a business. I'm not a tax accountant, don't hold me to this, but you start a business and you make a little bit of money and you suddenly have expenses, and actually it's a way that you can start to, get in a better tax situation, for example, because the tax code is very favorable to small businesses. So there's all sorts of incentives and reasons to do that. So anyway, if you want to see Robert's community, or if you know somebody who's in a situation and they need to find a new opportunity, you can go to raiseambitions.com. That's my domain, raiseambitions.com. And that's not Ray like, the man's name Ray. It's RAISE, ambitions.com. And that'll take you to a section of Robert's website and his community. It's free. You can sign up, and he's got lots of valuable information and training to help you to begin to learn what your options are and what the opportunities are for you as an entrepreneur. So thanks for listening. I hope you will take control of your own emotions about the outcome of this election and decide to take control of your own economic future as well. Keep telling your story. Bye-bye for now.